Good morning, grade 9. So yesterday we started with the new chapter, chapter 3, types of software. Yesterday we discussed that what are softwares. So software are the instructions that we give to the computer. Today we are going to study the first type of software, that is a system software. What are system software? So as you know, system softwares are those softwares without which your computer cannot function. System software act as an interface, which means like we, a user, when we interact with the computer, we make use of high level language, that is English. But the computer does not understand English language. Computer only understands binary language. That is the language in the form of zeros and ones. Then it is the work of a system software that act as a mediator and make it for easy and convenient for the user to interact with the computer by providing an interface. Okay, it acts as a mediator between user and your computer system. So this is the first work of system software, that it acts as an intermediator. Fine. Now, there are many work that system software does. So the softwares of system software are operating system. Okay. The second one is your language processor. And the third one is your device driver. So these are system softwares. Okay. So the first one is your operating system. As I said, it acts as a mediator which converts the English language into the form that computer understand, and it converts the machine language into the form user understand. So operating system is the first program that is loaded in computer memory. Okay, as soon as you switch on your system, the first program that is loaded in your computer memory is your operating system. Then operating system checks the proper functioning of the hardware devices attached to your computer system, like printer, your keyboard, mouse, whether they are working properly or not. So this is the work of operating system. Clear? Now the second is your language processor. As I said that the language, okay, of computer is a binary language, that is strings of zeros and ones. And we use simple English language, means there is a difference in language. So I said that operating system acts as a mediator. So means you need certain software for converting the English into a machine language and machine language into the form that user understand, that is English language. So it is the work of a language processor who does this conversion, a conversion of high level language to machine language and machine language to high level language. So for the language processor, there are three softwares. The first one that is used is your assembler. Okay. The second one that is used is your interpreter. And the fourth one, a language processor, is your compiler. Fine. So see that assembler, interpreter and compiler are the three softwares, okay, that helps in language processing, means that converts the high level language into machine language and machine language into high level language. So there are three types of languages. The first one is machine language, that is string of zeros and ones, okay, that only computer understand. If we have to learn machine language, it is very difficult, because if you have to write hello, you have to learn like the 01100 to 1100 11100, everything in the form of 0 and 1s. So it will be very difficult. So but computer understand only machine language. It was very difficult. At that time, it was very difficult to work on computers. So that the language, the second language that was developed was your assembly language. Okay, so in assembly language they make use of mnemonics. Mnemonic means they use the small set of statement, or you can say the small, they used the certain words, like if you want to subtract, so they made a rule, like if I will write SUB means subtract. If I want to do, like if I want to change a line, okay, for that they have given one syntax. So in that mnemonics you have to write certain, learn certain mnemonics if you, when there was an assembly language, and it was also quite difficult. Then the third language that we are using nowadays to interact with computer is high level language. It is a language that is made up of English alphabets. Okay, this English language that we use daily, we make use of this language only to interact with computer. So that was a high level language. Now we started working in high level language because we found that machine language and learning assembly language is very difficult and no native user can use this language. So we started using high level language, but now you need certain softwares to convert this high level language into the form of machine language, because computer only understands that in the form of machine language, that is in the form of zeros and ones. They does not understand this mnemonics, they don't understand this English language, they only understand what? A machine language. So at last what we want is machine language. Okay, so the first software that came into existence was assembler. So what does assembler do? It converts this assembly language into the machine language. Fine. Then the second one was an interpreter. What does interpreter do? It converts this high level language into machine language, but it does only line by line conversion. Okay, it reads one line of a program, converts it into the machine language. Then it reads one more line, converted into machine language. It's line by line conversion. Whereas the compiler, okay, compiler, they read the entire code, okay, convert it into the machine language and produce, if there is an error, they produce error. If it is, there is no error, so they provide you the output. So this is the difference between interpreter and compiler. All these three, they does the conversion. Okay, assembler, they convert assembly language into machine language. This interpreter, it converts your high level language into machine language, but line by line. Compiler, they convert high level language into machine language, but all in one go. Clear? The second system software language processor. Okay, as there were three languages, first came the machine language. It was very difficult. Then assembly language, where we made use of mnemonics, the short forms. Then the third one that we are using today, or the programmers are using today, that is high level language, because it is simple in the form of English. So we started working, but now we want certain software for converting this into a machine language, because at last computer only understand machine language. So assembler, that converts assembly into machine. Then interpreter, that converts high level language into machine language, but line by line. Compiler, that converts high level into machine language, but all in one go. Clear? The third type of system software is your device driver. Okay, as the name says, device driver, it means these are the software that are used to manage the devices. But now you will say that, ma'am, you said that system software or operating system helps in smooth functioning of your hardwares. Yes. Device drivers, whenever you attach any hardware to your computer, device driver stores the driver of each hardware. Okay, so when the operating system checks whether the hardware is working properly or not, it makes use of device driver, okay, to check the proper functioning of the hardware. So all the devices, when you connect, need certain drivers. So all these drivers, the managing of those softwares or those drivers is a work of a device driver, and it helps operating system in managing the smooth functioning of all your hardwares. Clear? Or this operating system we are going to study in more depth in the next chapter. We have complete 2 chapters based on operating system. So this is what I have for you today. In the next class we will be doing application software.
Thank you.